Excuse me, sir, but how many days is your world? Should I do this world tour like a zombies Easter egg, a no nonsense zombies Easter egg guide, a no nonsense hardcore world tour? I kind of backed myself into a corner with this one. I said I would do a world tour at 10,000 days. I'll go ahead and show my day count in a second. Fun fact, if you're on your world height limit, if you're at the world cap, you cannot see day count at all in vanilla Minecraft, but you can see my game version. I'm playing on 1.21.5. This world was made on March 22nd, 2023, if I remember correctly, which I believe at the time the game was on 1.19.4. I could be wrong, but I think it was 1.19.4. So this world has seen 2 major updates and some in between. So yeah, I've had this world for a little over 2 years. 2 years and some change. Okay, no nonsense tour. Go. See this witch over here? Used to not be a witch. Used to be a villager for... Used to be a witch for Star Trader. Trade with a villager at the build height limit. And then it quickly became a witch for very, very frightening. Strike a villager with lightning. I believe I have all achievements aside from one. I really need to just knock out the one that I don't have. Where's the one I don't have? Here it is. Here's the only one I don't have. With our powers combined, have all frog lights in your inventory. Very easy one. I just need to actually put my head down and do it one day. But here you go. Nether. Completely done. Adventure. I'll go from the bottom to the top. Completely done. The end. Done. Completely. Husbandry. Everyone except the Froglight one. Minecraft. Done. Everything. And there you go. That explains why I have a witch at my world cap. Here, you can see it here, though. All the way on the right side where my mouse is. Day 10,995. So that close to day 11,000. I said I would do it at 10K, so... Technically, I'm still on par. I'm gonna try, to the best of my ability, to not forget anything. I'm gonna try to be a smart dummy. I already know for a fact I'm gonna forget 1 or 2 things, though. This right here, this area you're looking at, is probably the one part of the world I've spent the single most amount of time in. This is technically considered home, even though it doesn't really look like a home. The one thing I have not done in this 2-year world, in this 2-year plus world, is build a base. That's kind of what I started doing over there, but I quickly abandoned it because I don't have the resources that I want. There is going to be a base here at some point. I have not done it. I've been baseless for about as long as I can remember. By the next world tour video, definitely will have a base. 100%. I'm gonna show all of this and like all the completionist stuff later on. Right now, I'm just gonna focus on builds and just kind of circle back towards everything. This is a storage farm shack. It serves no purpose other than storage. And as you can see, I make great use of item frames. I surrounded it with an obscene amount of crops just because I just went manic one day and decided to do this. Underneath these, if I open this up and go down here, villager trading hall. Here I got librarians, mainly for glass and other stuff, important books and such items. I go on this side. I got another one of them down here. This one's all shepherds. Very early on, I needed a lot of wool, and instead of making a wool farm, this was my alternative. This is the final one. I got one more here. This one is all clerics, mainly for redstone and glowstone, and sometimes lapis if I need to dye. The other guys and all 3 of them are all just toolsmiths. That's just for 1-to-1 iron emerald trades. And then I got a food source back here for golden carrots and whatnot. I guess I'll go show off the iron farm first. That's kind of like the first major farm that I ever built in this world. Oh, look here. Look at Stonerman. At one point, he had a mushroom. I don't know where it went, though. It probably got consumed, to be honest. This guy's been aggroed for about a solid year now, and that's my respawn anchor. That is my respawn anchor for this? Charge a respawn anchor? Yeah, most useless item in hardcore, by the way, right there. Oh, also check this out. Check out my jersey. Look at my jersey. I don't know why, I kind of just want to show this off. It's a Phillies Pokemon Go jersey. Look at that. You got Squirtle down there. Isn't that cool? Got a little fucking catcher's mitt on. On the back, it's just a Phillies logo, and you got a Cubone and a Charmander. Isn't that cool? I don't know why, but I really wanted to show that off. This right here, the iron farm. This was like the first, I guess you could say, mega project that I did. For some reason, this top layer doesn't work. Not a single clue why, but it's, probably something that my brain can't process. But every other layer should work. There you go. There's the iron golems. Look at them all falling down, all contained within my Colosseum-style build. Not sure what the inspiration for this was, but it's here. This portal is very temporary, by the way. That's gonna get moved at a later date. There you go. Now it's pumping. Anyway, you get the idea. Total iron storage, 5.2 million. And that's a Jey Uso reference. You'll notice a lot of wrestling references in this world. See, the iron all falls down here, and I got it going around the entire room in a conveyor belt like system. That's another Enderman. He's just hanging out. I'll go down to the storage now. There you go. Pretty insane stuff right here. I think these first 4 are like mainly for bone meal. This fifth column here is mainly for the roses or the poppies, and then everything else is just iron all the way to the freaking top. I mean, it goes all the way around. Iron, iron, and I mean each and every single one of these columns go all the way up. Iron, iron, iron. Probably will never run out for like years to come. It's actually stupid how much iron is housed in this place. This used to be in spawn chunks. Mojang put out an update recently that shrunk the size of spawn chunks so to like help performance and stuff. So this is no longer in spawn chunks. This only runs whenever I'm here. I got 2 skeleton horses right here as well. And this is like somewhat of a furnace array, like a very bare bones basic furnace array, because I have yet to build an actual furnace array in this world. I'll show off the Enderman farm next. This is gonna get loud. Yep. I dropped volume a little bit. That was gonna get super loud and obnoxious. This is my ender portal. This is what I turned my stronghold into. This room came out super nice. I'm in love with this. And back here, making all this freaking noise, is an entire wither named Chaos Goblin. Can I get to the name? There, yeah, there you go. Look at that. I even kept shades of the old stronghold right above this makeshift one. I got another one over here. This one's a little more decorative. And this right here, this is Brandon. Brandon the Wither. But this one's actually not finished yet. I need to get back to this one and finish it. Will I finish it? Absolutely. When? Not a clue. Not a clue. I'll save that for a later date. I'm gonna go show off the Enderman farm next. You'll notice this rail up here. This is the rail I used for, how did we get here? And right off into the distance over here is said Enderman farm. Oh, I wish the railroad wasn't in the shot. God, that's ugly. There you go. Here's the Enderman farm. I got a nice little landing pad right here. There is a missing block there, but I'm just gonna pretend that's not there. There it is. Here's the Enderman farm. I lowered it even more because this is super obnoxious, but I have a bunch of droppers or dispensers. I can't necessarily remember, but all the ender pearls get dumped into the void. I don't need them. I have more ender pearls than I'll ever need. And if I run out, I can just come here and grab some. I've slain 424,728. This is where I repair literally everything. Pickaxes, wings, tools, everything. Armor. Pretty neat little juncture, that is. Since I'm in the end, I kind of want to show this off too. I want to show off probably the most insane RNG you might ever actually see in Minecraft. This was my first portal, my first in-city portal. I kid you not. This is the first thing I saw when I went through this portal. Check it out. This put me damn near in the crow's nest of an in-city ship. That right there is all my RNG used up. I will never, never again will anything ever happen to me in this game that is this lucky. I just thought I should show this off. Yeah, there it was, just right there. Right there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable RNG. I guess I could show the creeper farm next. Oh, before the creeper farm? I mean, this really isn't worth showing off, but I'll do it anyway. It's part of my world, so I might as well. This right here, this area, a slime farm that should absolutely never, ever be built, ever. It's either really, really bad, or I just apparently don't know how the despawn circle works, but it's barely produced any slime. I also just don't come to this spot because, yeah, it ain't worth coming to. What you are about to see is one of the most insane creeper farms you will see on any Minecraft world, period. There she is. There she is. Look at that meta-gross Pokemon looking build. Let me get a view from up top. For the sake of this, I'll also turn clouds off. I don't think clouds need to be on for this. Boom. There she is. There's the creeper farm. This is a whole perimeter dug out for the sake of farming creepers. It has a lot of cool visuals. The whole thing in general is just one big, amazing visual. Oh my god, I almost forgot about the bottom. It's my logo. Kind of. I got 2 entrances. One here. The one here. The whole reason I use dark oak and then birch oak is because that's the 2 biomes that I had to clear for this whole perimeter. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of cats too. Like, just... The reason there's a million cats down here, in order to dig this out, right, I had to dig a crazy amount of stone. Yeah, you can see my stone number, 6.1 million stone mined. When I got to deep slate, however, I did not mine deep slate. To get rid of the deep slate, I didn't mine the deep slate. I used TNT to blow the rest of it away. The moon went high and stars quit shining. Shut up! Okay. And I didn't really have this up and running at the time, so in order to get the TNT that I needed to make a temporary creeper farm, just so I could finish my much larger creeper farm. Honestly, the temporary farm would have been enough for anybody. But let me go show off these. These are cool. I turned both mouths into entrance and exit portals. I got a fleet of frogs here. I got my pal Turtwig over here. While I was building this farm, I found this turtle just randomly wandered on top of a freaking tree. On the other side of this place, I got a parrot. On this side, I didn't have a better spot to keep my allays in, so I just left them all here. And then the bottom here is just another housing for animals that I have yet to move. I got another mass collection of skeleton horses. I got one of the 9 dog variants here. I got sniffers down there. Yeah, one of them tells you the quality of my stream. I got camels here. I don't think any of these are significant. Yeah, no, just camels. Jack. Here's what's on the other side of these portals. There you go. This is the collection for it. There you can see the creepers at the top. Here's gunpowder storage. I go down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it's about, I mean, like 60% full. It's a lot of gunpowder. Yeah. I'm good on fireworks and TNT for a minute. This was supposed to go all the way down. I have yet to come back and finish the storage for the gunpowder. Wait, there's another character I forgot to show off. There's a lot of characters in this world. A lot of characters. I forgot about one over here. Inside one of the walls, one of the moss glowberry walls, lives Kiwi. Let me go show the sugarcane farm. The sugarcane farm is one of my favorite things I've ever built. Just casually showing off my fireworks supply. First you saw the gunpowder, now you're about to see the sugarcane. I can tell you what, I'll never run out of fireworks in this world anytime soon. Here it is. What could I be exiting out of? I think the best way to show this would be to get on the glass platform first. Voila. The Gid Deck Stromny Edition, or Strom Edition, aka my sugarcane farm. 15% battery life, by the way. You'll notice over here. Yeah. Had I plugged it in, it probably would be at a much higher percentage. Yeah, this is one of probably my favorite things I've ever built. Like, I even got like a USB cord coming out of it. The whole backstory for Strom Edition is this farm right here came exclusively from a YouTuber who now no longer makes videos. He retired due to, I believe, personal reasons, but he retired from making videos. And this was one of the sugarcane farms that he had uploaded, and it just looked sick. So I took his sugarcane farm. I'll leave it down in the description too, just to like give credit where credit's due. But this sugarcane farm is entirely his. All I did was take his farm and multiply it by 4, and then had the psychotic idea to build a freaking Nintendo Switch around it. But yeah, this is the sugarcane farm. I'm not gonna do a harvest. I will do a harvest in a separate video showing this off exclusively, and I'll go into much more detail about it and, you know, show all the little nooks and crannies of this build. But I'm gonna do that in a separate video. I'm gonna do that in a video where this is gonna get a video all by itself. I'm not gonna harvest it yet. I will show off my outlet, which is not just an outlet. It's my storage hall, my sugarcane storage. That again is full with an obscene amount of sugarcane. Absolute favorite part about this farm. See that? See that right there? The way I enter and exit, headphone jack. Headphone jack, baby. Must be an older console if it still has a headphone jack. I think it might be time to show off the Warden Hall. While I'm on the way to the Warden Hall, I can show off my first ever, the first mob farm I built in this world. A giant floating cufflink all the way up in the sky. Ah, yes. This is where it all started. This is where I farmed all of my enchantments. Literally all this is 1, 2, 3, 4, like 8 dark rooms, all funneling down into one chute. I had my enchant set up. I had, there's just a diamond sword chilling here. Yeah, there you go. I mean, you can kind of see it's, for just starting out in a world, it does everything that it needs to do. So the Warden Hall, I have not yet made an official entrance for it because I plan on connecting it to the base that I eventually want to build. So yeah, I don't have an official entrance for it just yet. But what you're about to see is a masterpiece. Just let me fly on over to this door frame right here. Voila, the Warden Hall, featuring slime. I'm using a spyglass, by the way. That's how I'm zooming in. I don't have any like mods or extra anything in this world. It's all strictly, completely 100% vanilla. I got my Warden art here, a nice little chandelier in the middle. You'll notice the shape of the room is very odd. I tried to do a pentagon shape, and never again will I ever try to build a pentagon in Minecraft. Holy hell, that shit was hard. I can't really get a good shot of the warden art. I mean, you can kind of see it right here. It does its job. It looks enough like a warden. In each corner of the pentagon is a warden pod, a warden chamber. Look at him over there. Look at him. Look, wandering about. He's probably chasing after a fucking bat or something. Hey, come here. See if I can't get his... Whoa! Oh, he just destroyed a bat. Hey, come here. Oh, he sees me. Bongolo! Yeah, there's Bongolo. Does he notice me? I don't think he notices me yet. Oh yeah, he notices me. Later, Bongolo. Have fun. Check out the walls. Look at the walls whenever the darkness effect applies. Isn't that so cool? Look how it strobes and lights up. It's so sick. I fucking love this room. I love this room so goddamn much. And then I got another one here. Here's warden number 2. This is Wonglo. Does Wonglo see that I'm here? Nah, Wonglo doesn't see me or sense me. Oh yeah, he does. All right. I love the strobe effect of the darkness. It's so sick. It's so damn sick. I love this hall so much. You'll also notice if I go through the mouth of this warden art, this is an entire ancient... This is also not finished. But yes, this is an entire ancient city, completely cleared out, cleared of all obstructions. The warden is so fucking loud. It's a complete ancient city, completely cleared, opened up. Very cool, very cool. It's not finished yet though. I will eventually turn the floor into lava completely. I want this entire ancient city to eventually be surrounded by lava entirely. I think this is one of the coolest features in this freaking place. And look, I even have a shrieker right here. Check it out. This one came from a, what is it called? A sculk catalyst or something like that? Yeah, these things right here. These like catalyst or whatever. This is a dummy. This is a dummy shrieker. It doesn't actually spawn anything. I don't know which feature I like more, the chandelier or the spider cage. The spider cage, let me get a better shot of the spider cage. The cave spider cage. When I cleared this out, there was an abandoned mine shaft in the way, and I kept the spawner. I made a little suspended cage from the ceiling, and I kept the cave spider spawner, and I turned it into a little spider cage. Look at the little guy. I thought it'd be a cool feature. I wanted to do something with it. I didn't just want to break it. And there you go. There's a warden hall. Still haven't finished the entrance or the floor of the ancient city, but that'll come at a later date. Hopefully by day 20,000, I'll have all this finished. Ah, look at the floating cufflink in the night sky. I do kind of want to show off what my current build is at the moment, but I feel like I'm gonna save that for last because I feel like that'll be a good like stopping point until the next world tour. So I guess in the meantime I'll just show off all my completionist stuff. These were just some villagers that I had for very early game. Very early on I had, you know, in order to utilize my floating cufflink mob spawner, I had, you know, I needed all my enchantments for the boss fights and whatnot. Looting, sweeping edge, somewhere in here is mending, fire protection. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of librarians here. This little like this little tunnel that I made out of the ground. that's what I used to get the warden for how did we get here? I'll show off my location for that pretty soon. I believe this is every single cat in the game, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's an achievement. Yeah, tame all cat variants, a complete catalog, get it. 11 out of 11. I believe this is all 11 of them, in addition to the 200 something cats that are over at the creeper farm. I got double villager breeder action. To the best of my knowledge, I believe this is every single overworld animal variant there is. You got the four llama variants, which I didn't even know there were 4 llama variants until I actually started capturing the llamas. 3 pig variants, 3 cow variants, 3 chicken variants, pandas, sniffers. I don't even know what else. Oh well, okay, yeah, sorry. This is most of them, I should say. Most of them are in here. I kid you not when I say this is however many horse variants there are in the game. This is literally every single horse variant you could possibly find, plus a mule, plus a sheep, and there's a donkey in here somewhere. Spot the donkey. Oh look, here it is. I got my goats over here. Goats have to be locked up in their own pen because they just be ramming shit non-stop. They just be ramming shit, bro. Here's all cats in the game, minus the killer bunny, because you cannot obtain a killer bunny in survival. Then you got all the foxes. All the cute little foxes. I got some stuff over here too. I have turtle eggs that have been here for literally months, like several fucking months. They just will not hatch. Polar bears, frogs that I have yet to use for Froglight Farm. While I'm here on the side of this mountain, I'll show off some of these builds too. These are just small farms that I kind of needed for, you know, random stuff. This is I think this was a warped mushroom farm. Then here's my warped stem tree farm. Full disclosure, I don't dupe TNT in this world. String duping, TNT duping. I don't like doing any of that stuff. I like to, you know, I like to source everything myself. That's just how I like to play the game. That's just me though. You want to dupe TNT, go for it. If not, do whatever the hell you want. It's Minecraft. You do literally what you want. Turn render distance down, clown. This is a concrete blaster. Well, it's for more than concrete. It's for cobblestone also, for deep slate also. This is another indestructible wall. Kind of like the one I used at my incomplete wither chamber. Let me circle back to the sugarcane farm. I have stuff to show off there too. All right, back to the sugarcane farm. And also, once again, shout out to Stromny. I know he probably won't see this, or most people will probably not be familiar with Stromny, but shout out to that guy. He was just an amazing creator in general. Here's my armadillos back on the completionist thing. I got my armadillos. This is what I wanted to show. Was there a thing for, yeah, tame one of each wolf variant, the whole pack. This is 8 of 9 of them. So I got one variant here, another here, the black wolves, the white wolf. I don't remember which one came from which biome, but you got like aspen wolves, brown wolves, spotted wolves, snowy wolves. This is 8 of the 9 variants. The 9th variant was over at the creeper farm. That was the striped variant. Now that I'm back at the farm shack, I'll go ahead and show off like all the other completionist stuff that I've done in this world. Completionist slash cosmetics slash items that I've used throughout the duration of this world. Here's another character, by the way. Here's another main character. He, this fella right here watches over the farm shack while I'm gone. Right above that, I got all 5 parrot variants. Right back around this corner, I got this astronaut looking snow golem. This is my this right here is my snow farm. The best snow farm you'll ever need. Do not ask what this thing is because I don't have an answer for you. You'll also notice here that I have my I have netherite armor just chilling here. And you'll also notice that I'm wearing diamond armor instead of netherite armor. For the longest time, I wore this set of netherite armor because that's like, you know, that's what you do in a Minecraft world. You wear the best armor that's available in the game. See, my helmet, I didn't have a name for my helmet. Didn't have a name for my chest plate. My pants were called Dirty Dom's kick pads. And then my boots were called Delta 5 jump boots. That's a Doom reference. The Dirty Dom kick pad thing, that's a WWE reference. I got a lot of those in this world, like so many of those. No, the reason I'm not wearing my netherite armor is because it is too damn overpowered. It takes like a perfect storm of stuff to actually do damage to you. You are so overpowered with netherite armor, fully enchanted netherite armor. It just, I don't know, it kind of just like wasn't all that risky or fun. I'm not saying I want like a super death threat to like end my world, you know, hardcore, once you die there's no respawning, yada yada yada, but I just went back to diamond armor just because, one, diamond just looks cooler in my opinion. It's kind of like the OG ore of the video game, and then it's like, I don't know, it just provides like slightly less protection, so you're not like that, you're not insanely overpowered like you are when you're wearing netherite armor. So I've downgraded back to diamond armor with sentry armor trim, silence armor trim, silence sentry. But yeah, that's my old netherite armor. Right here, these are like all the bows that I've used over my time of being in this world. Every time I make a new bow, I try to name it after something that's relevant to the time, you know, to the time period that I made it in. So like right here I have AI generated bow. That's when the AI boom started taking off. This one is Travis Swifty. This was when this was during the phenomenon of Taylor Swift attending Kansas City Chiefs games and how it sent the entire NFL into a frenzy because God forbid a woman enjoys football, right? That one's called Travis Swifty. This one's called Gambit's Dialect Coach. This one was named shortly after I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. So these are my 3 all the way up until now. This one is called the Yeet Movement, which was named shortly after Jey Uso won the 2025 Royal Rumble, WWE Royal Rumble. There's a quick lineage of all my 4 bows. Here's part of my completionist stuff. These are just extra music discs. I'll show the rest later, but here's every armor trim in the game. Wild, Dune, Coast, Spire, Eye, Silence, Ward, Sentry, Snout, Hide, Bolt, Vex, Host, Razor, Sharper, Wayfinder, Rib, Flow, and then the Netherite template. Here is all the pottery shards. Friend, shelter, sheave, howl, arms up, burn. You get the idea. Brewer, snort, flow, scrape, miner. Yeah, mostly everything else I have to show off is in my ender chest. I'll go ahead and show off my current tools. My sword that I mainly use is called Honorary Oos. Obviously, Sami Zayn, part of the bloodline, Honorary Oos. My pickaxe, this one's called CM Punk's right tricep because he tore his right tricep in the 2024 Royal Rumble, keeping him out of WrestleMania. So this is CM Punk's right tricep. My shovel, Joe Burrow's swollen and dislocated pinky. That was a 2023 thing, I believe, or a 2024 thing. Whisker trimmer. Ah, yes, the whisker trimmer. I love how I'm just providing backstory for all of my tools. This has to do with my temporary creeper farm, because in order to finish my main creeper farm, I needed a temporary creeper farm that I showed earlier. And in doing so, it used a lot of cats, and I might have accidentally brutally murdered one of the cats while building the temporary farm. So, and it may or may not have been this very axe. I'll go through some of this stuff. Check it out. SpongeBob shulker pants. Shulker full of sponges. I don't even want to admit how many Elder Guardians I defeated for that, or like how many ocean monuments I went to for that. The box that I keep food in is called Bootios, another WWE thing. Here's my music box. This right here is every music disc in the game. Aaron Sheriff, Precipice, Relic, Other Side, Pigstep. Yeah, you get the gist. Other Vito, aka Other Side. There's backstory for Other Side. I was looking through random mob spawners, and let me actually show it off. I'll give me 1 second. Long time ago, when I was building the creeper farm, I was stumbling upon some mob spawners, and I came across a double mob spawner. I claimed out loud, if Other Side was in one of these two boxes, right, one of the two chests that were in the mob spawner, I would buy a Tommy DeVito jersey. Wouldn't you know it? I bought a fucking Tommy DeVito jersey solely because of my hardcore Minecraft world. The goat horns, right? The goat horns are probably the one like completionist item that I haven't gotten all of. I do plan on getting all goat horns at some point. But let me do my toolbox. I'm gonna show off my toolbox real quick. The Apothegm Plunger. This is a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies reference for my Smite 5 sword. I believe this is based on the map Der Eisendrache, because there's an Easter egg in there where you can obtain a plunger as a melee weapon, and it is like super effective against the panzers. My other sword is the Fiend, RIP Bray Wyatt. I named this one shortly after Bray Wyatt's death. I thought it was very fitting. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Still miss him to this day. So this one's called the Fiend. Hell's Redeemer. This is another Call of Duty Zombies reference. Hell's Redeemer, Black Ops 2, Mob of the Dead. Doctor of Thugonomics. This is a John Cena reference because John Cena was known to have a golden shovel and it would bury talent, but nowadays he doesn't bury talent, he is talent. He buries mediocrity. This name's kind of stupid. Richtofen's golden shovel. I thought it was clever because in Origins you dig the piles and then you dig a lot of them and then you get a golden shovel. I don't know, it's stupid. It's a Zombies reference. This is my golden helmet called the Vega Sphere. My mace, Mace, that's another WWE thing. If you know, you know. Crossbow, no name. Brush, no name. Shears, Sean Shears, that's another WWE thing or wrestling thing. There's a lot of that going around. My tridents, however, are called Night Breathing and Water Vision. Whenever I went on a spree of looting ocean monuments for my shulker full of sponges, I kept mixing the two potions. I used Night Vision potions and Water Breathing potions, and I kept crossing the damn names. I kept calling it Night Breathing and Water Vision, which makes no sense, but it's perfect for my tridents because why not, you know? Wings, I got a full box of them. Some of these are named. One of them is named All Gas, No Brakes. That's a Jacob Fatu reference. Cody's finished story. Hold on. This is a WWE thing. This is a Cody Rhodes thing. I have one that says his unfinished story. Second City Saint. I believe that's a CM Punk reference or a Chicago thing. I don't know. PhD Glider. That's a Zombies reference. You know, PhD Flopper. Monday Night Messiah. That's a Seth Rollins reference. Pistons Wingstop BOGO. Oh yeah, this is when the Detroit Pistons were so breathtakingly bad. They were doing a Wingstop buy one get one if the Detroit Pistons won a game, and then they went on to lose like 26 games in a row. So nobody ever got their Wingstop buy one get one. 35 BTS streak. This is a long niche backstory. TLDR, MLB baseball has this contest that they do every year, beat the streak, and I went on a really long 35 game hit streak, which was like one of the top streaks in the world at the time, and then I lost it. So there you go. It became an elytra. One-winged angel. That's a finishing move. I believe Kenny Omega does it. There it is. Cody's unfinished story. This one was made after WrestleMania 39 when Cody Rhodes lost to Roman Reigns, and then he beat Roman Reigns the next year. So then I had to make Cody's finished story. Boom. Box full of pickaxes. When you do a hardcore world and you have really big projects that require a lot of digging, going back and forth from the end to the overworld to the end to the overworld gets tiring. So I just said fuck it and made an entire box full of netherite pickaxes. Some of these are named, some of these aren't. The final boss, that's named, that's after The Rock. Honda Odyssey, that's after Deadpool and Wolverine. That's a Deadpool Wolverine reference. Aaron Rodgers' Achilles. This is when Aaron Rodgers ruptured his Achilles 3 plays into the season with the Jets. Yeeter of Worlds. This is another Jey Uso thing. The TikTok ban, the United States TikTok ban that lasted only 12 hours. Biggerest, blackerest pick, don't ask. Torpedo Jazz. This is when Jazz Chisholm, this was this year actually, when Jazz Chisholm and a bunch of other baseball players started using the torpedo bats, and Jazz started like hitting really well with the torpedo bat, so they called him Torpedo Jazz. Anderson Pick, get it? Anderson Paak, the artist. The pace car, this one's named after Tyrese Halliburton, who fittingly enough is now in the NBA Finals. Ah yes, Shohei Ohtani's interpreter. Shohei Ohtani, he had an interpreter that got caught stealing money from his account and gambling with it. What was his name? Ipe Mazahara or something like that? I don't know. Buffalo Wide Right. Yeah, Buffalo Bills fans will know this one really, really well. Perkaholic, that's a Zombies reference. Zombies Gobblegum. But Double Points, this is another Zombies reference. Double Points. While I'm at it, I'll show off my location for How Did We Get Here. For those who don't know, How Did We Get Here is, I would have to say, the single hardest achievement in this game. This was way easier back in older versions of Minecraft. Now it is a challenge, man. It is a challenge. I had like a chest for all my potions and stuff. Here was my villager, Dalton. Here was where my conduit was set up. There's Oba the shulker. I had Penta the dolphin here, but Penta the dolphin is no longer with us. And then right over here, the portal's not here anymore, but this is where I had the nether portal, and I had the warden trapped in here for the darkness effect. Oh, this is the trial chamber. Here's the trial chamber that I used for How Did We Get Here. Here's the monument I used for mining fatigue. I'm pretty sure that's everything. I really hope I didn't miss anything. Man, that was actually kind of fun. I didn't realize talking about like the backstory of all my items would be like, I didn't think I'd have this much fun. Just to cap off, I'll show off some of my statistics. I'll show this off again. Day 10,975. It's a long fucking world. 80,000 chests open. Distance fallen, distance flown, distance by elytra. I've gone 0.99 kilometers by pig. I've opened my inner chest 12,000 times. Fish caught, games quit, hoppers searched. I love how it tracks all this stuff. Items dropped. 304 items enchanted. I have jumped 1.4 million times. Music discs played 703. Hey, number of deaths whopping 0, baby. Rage triggered, raids 1. Okay, shulker box is clean. Sneak time. Ah, look at that. I have held down my shift key. Well, it's my control key. I rebinded it to my control key, but I have held down my sneak key for 12 days, almost 13 days. And then there's my time played, 104.9 days. You can do the math of how many hours that is. Cool. Here's some of the items I've gone through. Again, just look at some of this stuff. 6.1 million stone mined, 1 million sand mined, 500,000 dirt, 500,000 andesite, 500,000 deep slate, 500,000 grass blocks, 500,000 granite. Times broken, I've broken 57 iron pickaxes, 26 shears, 5 netherite pickaxes. Times crafted, a bunch of spruce planks. Look at this. 241,000 TNT crafted. Glass is up there for some reason. Wait, how do you craft a glass? This must be like how many times I've traded for glass. 83,000 fireworks. How many have I used? Is that what this is? Yeah, times used. I've used 81,000 rockets. Times used. Yeah, what does that say? 19 million times used. Picked up? I can't even, I mean, I literally can't even read these numbers. Sand, I picked up the most sand, because sand I don't let despawn. Stone I let despawn. Sand I don't let despawn. I'm pretty sure I can also see how many totems I've popped. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. 12. I have used 12 totems of undying. This is not a flawless hardcore world. 12 times I should have been dead, but totems got my back, baby. And here's a list of my mobs. I've killed 9 armadillos, 45 bats, 21 bees. You can see, you can read some of these yourself. 22 cats, unfortunately. 11 creaking, 37,000 creepers. Enderman, 424,000. I think I showed that off earlier. 2 ender dragons. 68 goats for some reason. 220 horses. Yep, that's a real thing. That is a real thing. 2 pandas. Come on. What do you want from me? $8,000 skeleton. 1 skeleton horse. 14,000 slime. 2 turtles, poor guys. 2 wardens. How many withers? 15 withers, okay. So by rule, I should have 15 beacons, right? 1 zoglin, 9,000 zombies, and that's it. One final thing I will show is, I'm gonna show a quick sneak peek of the thing that I am currently working on. What's this flat land here for? I don't know. Wonder what else is beyond here. Yeah. What is that, dude? Is that a moon? Is that a fucking moon? A pink moon? All right, too much. I've shown too much. There you have it. There's my no-nonsense world guide. I hope I got everything, man. I really believe I did, but TLDR, that's my hardcore world. Again, I stream literally every single second of this world. Every single second of every farm that I have built. I also have just about every single VOD from this world available on my VODs channel. That's also going to be in the description. Next world tour, 20,000 days till the next 10,000 days.